Hi everyone, welcome to today's short video on the plank series. So planks are really good for your core stability. It's about working the tummy and the spinal muscles together to make sure that all those joints are well supported. So I will start with very basic and bring it up and step it up a notch. So just stick with what works for you. Okay, so the first of the plank series starts like this. So into a 4-point kneeling position. Okay. Okay, so we're going to start in a 4-point kneeling position. If your weaker wrists, this is something that you want to avoid, okay? So the first part we're going to do is just kind of wake up the center. We're going to start with a little bit of the extension of the leg and the opposite arm and bring it back in. And when you do this, I want you to think about stabilizing through your shoulders, the lower abdominals, to keep your center nice and still. All right. Good. And as you take the leg out behind, get that little bit of glute activation, okay? You have a very expensive glass of wine sitting here. I don't want it to spill and tip over, so keep your hips nice and steady. Good. Now I'm going to bring myself up a little bit higher on the mat, and then from here what I want you to do is take one foot behind and grip with that back toe. Okay, so just watch you don't slip on your mat. If you need to, take your socks off. Okay, all right, so shoulders away from the ears, drawing the lower abdominals for me, and try not to rotate through your hips too much as you take the other leg out to match. Okay, good. Then what you're going to do is still keep yourself quite stable as you bring your first leg back in and then the other leg. Alternate. So I'm starting with my right side now, bracing through my center, left leg out, keeping it there, right leg back in, and then the left leg out now. Keep alternating, right leg out. Just pause a couple seconds, left leg in and back, right leg out, left leg out, right leg in, left leg in. Good. Couple more. Good. My shoulders are working hard. My core is starting to fire up. Good. Okay, so just reach your arms forward, have a little bit of a stretch. Eyes down. Soften everything as you breathe out. Okay, so we're going to come back into our 4-point position and make it a little bit more challenging. If you want a little break from your wrists, you can go onto your forearms. So to do this, you'll take one leg out, shoulders away from the ears as you bring your other leg out, and just lower the glutes a little bit, but still keep your glutes switched on. Okay, almost feel like you tuck your bum under a little bit when you're going to hold that there for me. Okay, so we're going to count for about 20 seconds, probably halfway there now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in. Okay, have a short rest. Okay, so you can stick with that variation. I'm going to take it up onto my hands. All right, so I always go into my plank position with the gripping of that rear toe first. All right, and then the other leg to match. Okay, good. So just holding that plank position. Have your eyes look kind of just a little bit above those hands, focusing on the mat. Okay, counting roughly 20 seconds. And if you do this workout regularly, just build up the time, yeah? So my glutes are on My lower upper abs are on, my shoulders are working hard, and bring it back in. Have a short rest. Take it back if you need to. Stretch it forward. My upper body's a little bit sore already from some work I did yesterday. It's nice to kind of get that breather in between. Okay, so we're going to do another one. Right leg out, brace. Count in roughly 20 seconds for me. Keeping it all tight. Good. If you're feeling your lower back a little bit, just get those glutes on, tuck the hips under. Feel your lower tummy draw in, your upper abdominals. Hold that position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a short rest. Okay, so you can stick with those kind of variations, but the next one we're going to add is one that adds movement. Okay, so again, watch your wrists on this one, be careful. Okay, so we'll just do a couple of these. Back into your plank position. Another good tip is when you have your hands on your mat, almost kind of splay them out a little bit and feel like the pads of your fingertips are holding you nice and stable as well. Good. Okay, so from here, you'll notice I'm going to shift my weight forward of my hands and then back. Forward and back. Is your tummy on? Are your glutes on? Good. 4. I'm going to go for 8. 5. You can choose what suits you. 6. 7. 8. All right, have a short rest. Okay, so we'll do one more round of those, and then we'll get into taking one foot off. That's fun. Okay, all right, let's go again. Good. Still got our side planks to go, guys, too. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Have another short rest. Loosen up the shoulders a little bit. Right, they're working just as hard. Okay, and then we're going to add the single leg. Okay, so gripping. Now you can, I'll show you a variation on the forearms. You can still do this on your forearms. Okay, so getting into your plank position. What you're now going to do is take one foot to come off the mat and just go forward and back on your toe. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, have a short rest and then we're going to swap the legs over. Another thing to take note of is just watch your shoulders don't collapse to your head and ears. All right, so swapping sides now. Opposite leg out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work, guys. Have a little breather and we'll do one more set on each side. More now onto our hands. Okay. Yeah. Taking the foot out into your plank position. All right, taking my left foot off, I'm going to go forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now if you're really strong, you just stay there and swap sides, otherwise have a rest. Last one. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Well done, guys. So hopefully there's a challenge there that will work for you. We're going to give you a couple variations on the side plank. So with the side plank, always make sure your elbow's a little under the shoulder. Make sure it doesn't start out here or even there. You almost want to feel like it's 2 under. All right, very basic version. Have your top arm along top half of your body and draw in your lower tummy. Keep your ribs tucked under a little, don't let them flare out as you lift up. Okay, so you're simply just going to hold this position like we did at the start. We're going to try and hold for about 20 seconds. Everyone's different, it might just be 10 seconds for you. If you're not sure what you're feeling or what's happening here, just lower your hips just a little and then lift them up and think about what's happening on the side there. Shoulders working hard as well. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then rest. To take it up a notch, take your top leg out straight. Otherwise, just stick with the bent knee. Stick with what works for you. Remember, you don't want to push yourself so hard that you injure yourself. You know your body best. All right, so arm by your side again, shoulder away from the front of the body there, and then let's lift it up. Okay, so I'm going to get you to hold that position and bring your arm up. Okay, so really feel through my sides holding on. Think about that glute as well. So my left glute is also gently supporting the pelvis, shoulder. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so you can stick with that version. To make it even a little bit harder, we're going to add one more move. All right, have a little rest. And then get yourself into position. Make sure that elbow is under the shoulder, because you'll notice as soon as I straighten up, which I'm going to do now, everything's nice aligned here. Yeah, okay. So we've got our arm up onto our next variation. Draw in the lower tummy and lift that leg out. Okay, so you hold that position. Now if you're really creative, you might do some little circles. Okay, it's going to challenge your body stability, but also get your glute med working. 3, 2, 1. Just hold for the last few seconds. And I can feel that glute working harder now to keep me up. Okay? All right, so let's swap sides. Starting off simple. All right, where's your elbow? Shoulder back and down. All right, let's go. Pop it up. 20 seconds. Okay. Keep your ribs tucked under. Quite often what happens is when people are in this position, they puff their chest out. The back gets malaligned. Good. Last few seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so I know this is my weaker shoulder. Nothing wrong with it, it's just not as strong as my left. So I'm going to get a bit shaky now. All right, next variation. Bottom leg bent, top leg straight. Bring it up, bring the arm up and hold. If you feel your neck kind of get a little bit tired, and you can look down. Sometimes that can help relax through the neck muscles as well. Good. Think about that side, holding you still. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. And then the next variation is to add the leg lift. Okay? Give yourself a moment. Okay, these are quite challenging. All right, bringing yourself back up. Arm up now for me, pulling the lower tummy. All right, and I've got my glute under here gripping as well. Help stabilize. All right, add your circles if you want to. Otherwise, just hold the leg there and just doing a few in each direction. Good. Let's hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, so that's just a very simple version of some of the planks that you can do. You can add a lot more to that. You can add some rotations. You can add a little bit of weight with that rotations. You can do some little hip drop pulses as well. There's lots of things that you can do. So, but those are really nice, safe ones for the beginner, but also for someone who wants to take it up and work a little bit harder. So again, not for those with weak wrists, so be careful. Forearms is good if you do have weak wrists. And hoping that you enjoyed today's video. Have a great day.